In this video, I want to work on our spawn building function. So currently, the way we are kind of using this is if we head over to our character and we press, well, here it is, spawn building. All we do is we call our builder and call spawn building. And pretty much all that does is it checks if, well, our building class is valid, and if it's not hidden, because if it's not hidden, that means we can place it, and we spawn it. That's it. So we want to do some testing here. We want to, one, see if we are actually, if we have a valid building that we are trying to interact with. And two, whether or not we can place it. So we can use this as our control variable for that. And three, I don't know. We'll see. There's probably going to be a third. All right. So to begin, we want to store the hit building that we are trying to access. So this is going to be a way to tell whether or not we are actually able to interact with the building that's already placed. So we want to go ahead and copy that type. And I'm going to do mine down here. So let's just call it a building, interacting building. We'll just call it that. So interacting building equals our get hit building actor. And then we just want to do a simple check of if where am I at? There we go. If interacting building is valid, and then we just simply rename hit building to interacting building. Nothing fancy. So what I want to do is we're going to keep assigning it. And then if we, for example, it's not valid like this, well, we want to, well, actually scratch that. This is going to kind of handle it for us. However, if it's not a blocking hit, where we have our else, we want to set interacting building to equal a null pointer. We want it to be invalid. So in here, what we want to do is we want to do a check. So if interacting building, else, we want to just simply spawn something. So if interacting building and, what was it, B material is true, meaning we can spawn something based upon our material, we want to add it as an instance. So I don't know if we'll get that far in this video. I just want to, for right now, set up kind of the base layer for working with this. So to begin, let's just print out a log, something simple. So I should already have a log here, which I need to remove these anyways. So let's print out a log. And let's just name it spawning building on instance. And if not, we will see a physical actor actually being spawned. So we can close this on down and relaunch. Alrighty, let's bring up our log real quick. Hit play. Press F. And now I'm going to press F again and spawning building on instance. I go over here where it's red, press F. It doesn't work. We instead place a new foundation. So that is good. So we know that that is working. So now that we have that, we can move on and interact with our interacting building. So we need to figure out what we actually need to do with it. So we want to pass in some information. One, we need to pass in the, where am I at here? The actual location of which we want to place the actor. And kind of go from there. So I need to think about this real quick. All right, so we're going to want to create a function under building.h for adding an instance. So to do that, we're just simply going to do void add instance. And for now, I don't think we're going to take in anything other than let's see, what should we take in? I want to take in, crap, that's a good question. Because when we do it up here, we were passing in the hit result. So get building actor. And we want to get the hit socket transform. However, we have some different things there. So we do want to get the offset. We do want to get, I believe it's going to have to be in relative space, not world like we're doing right now. But we already have some of that information. So we could cache it and kind of go from there. Or let's see, what should we do here? All right, so I'm back. I'm thinking we're just going to pass in the transform of the actor itself because it's going to be snapped and the origin point's going to be directly on the socket, so that should work for us. So we're going to take in a transform. So const f transform, actor transform, and I don't think we really need anything else yet. So we mostly just want to get it to attach and add as an instance, not as a dedicated actor. So we have the transform. What we can do is we actually don't really need to get any sockets or anything. We can just pretty much call add instance like we do right here. And then we pass in the transform. We just got to see how that is going to work because I believe it has to be in relative. So we're going to do foundation instance mesh, add instance. Oh, there is an add instance world space actually. That is good to know. So we're just going to use that. And then we're going to pass in the actor transform. So back in building visual, let's go ahead and call interacting building, add instance, get actor transform, just like so. Close down the editor, recompile and relaunch. All right, once we're here, let's try it. So we press B. Now we press F and we place a new actor. Press F again and we spawned. So let's double check and make sure that that is an instance. Press F, try to spawn it up top, press F, and we press F8. Okay, so that is all one unit. So this is now an instance. So we're building with instances. So this is all treated as one mesh, not, multiple. So we are good to go there. We now have it being set up and added as an instance. I think probably next up, we're going to be passing in types. So we're going to have to set up some form of different types. So that way we know what we're going to actually spawn. And we're going to have all of our conditioning for positions and all that fun stuff set up somewhere else. So we're going to have that maybe, I don't know, we're going to be kind of dealing with here in the building visual. So that's where our conditions are going to be. So that's where we're going to want to set up our logic to spawn. Anyways, that is going to be all for this video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon down in the description below, where I have a team deathmatch series just for Patrons, as well as you get early access to pretty much all my videos. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to join my Discord that is also linked down below, and I'll try to help you out. So, I'll see you in the next video.